I want to share a letter that a friend of mine gave me. He has suffered with what appears to be mental illness for most of his life. He's been pushed around metaphorically by many of his mental health providers over the last number of years. And he wrote this piece of satire to evoke a smile from us in hopes that the laughter might act as a medicine to cure us of our biases and our stereotypes and help us think differently about mental illness. So here's the letter. In my last treatment plan, I advanced the concern that I was dealing with the mental disorder of inverse paranoia, which is the belief that people in the world are out to do me good. I am pleased to report that my counselors and my psychiatrists are continuing steadfastly in addressing this unusual yet serious disorder by persevering and focusing on my pathology. I'm encouraged and I have a sense of safety that my counselors are guided by their mission to hunt down pathology wherever it may be hiding. I am equally appreciative that these people are the only experts that can effectively find it. This view of people as quote-unquote damaged goods, hopeless victims of past trauma or of their own biochemistry has truly been helpful to me in my realizing that we have a lot of work to do. In case you missed it, that's a quote from George W. Bush. Since I am attempting to collaborate with my caretakers in the pursuit of uncovering pathology, I am saddened to report to you that a new disorder has now emerged. I confess that this one has been with me since I was a small child, but others are now recognizing this. I suffer with a serious Gimper complex. A Gimper is someone who always does a little more than what is required of them. This person frequently performs his tasks with enthusiasm and goodwill. It is interesting to note that the Gimper complex is almost always non-existent in the trade unions. Wink, wink. A Gimper in the furniture business, for example, puts the finishing touches on upholstery, patiently applying the ornamental extras that are a mark of quality. I am additionally distraught. I'm disconcerted and threatened by such people as Dr. Seligman, considered by many to be one of the foremost psychologists of the 20th century, who is spearheading a movement called positive psychology. What is threatening to me, I am sure to many of you as well, is that he deals with the resiliency within the human spirit, rather than focusing on the fragility of human beings. He is dealing with gifts, assets, dormant talents, nurturing, cultivating, identifying wisdom, knowledge, courage, one's humanity, justice, temperance, and transcendence. The appreciation of beauty, excellence, gratitude, hope, humor, and spirituality. Because of this, he is putting the whole mental health system in a tailspin of confusion and chaos. My goal and vision is to continue to address those and perhaps other serious disorders, and in collaboration and encouragement from my caretakers, to continue to ask the pervasive question that continually overhangs people like me. What's wrong with me? May we all continue to focus on the practices of the past, which truly give a sense of continuity, safety, as well as regularity in our lives. May we steadfastly resist those elements that challenge us to look more expansively and creatively for solutions. For those elements will surely bring anxiety and chaos into our lives, as well as the mental health system. Then the tone of my friend's letter moves from satire to an invitation. He says, if you are a mental health professional, or maybe a caregiver, or even a consumer of mental health services, and you can see the quandary of the difficulties that persist in the present mental health environment, If you are a person who considers himself of possessing an open mind and an open heart and has an open door, my friend says, I would be pleased to take you out for a bite to eat or a cup of coffee. We can talk as well as listen. That's the end of my friend's letter. So there's your invitation. Be on the lookout for someone who may be struggling with mental health issues. You don't have to fix them. Many of them are just looking to share their story with you and to listen to your story. If you're a Christian, you might recognize this as what is called bearing one another's burdens and so fulfilling the law of Christ. Thanks for watching. If you think this would be helpful to someone that you know, please share it with them.